Steve Jobs is a drama film directed by Danny Boyle and stars Michael Fassbender, Kate Winslet, Seth Rogen, and Jeff Daniels. Now, this film is probably one of the most underrated films of 2015. Now, I know this film got a lot of praise, but this film did terribly at the box office. Recently, this film grossed past its budget, which is basically about that much, which is not a lot. For me, this film got terribly snubbed at the Oscars. This film should have been nominated for a lot more Oscars, including Best Picture, as this film was probably one of those fantastic films I've seen all year. From start to finish, this film is smart, intelligent, and gripping. The film had me interested, it was easy to follow, and this film is about, of course, the legend Steve Jobs. And as I said at the start of this review, this film had the making to be, a great, fantastic film. Like, it had a great cast, great direct behind it, like, in fact, an Oscar-winning director, and a damn good screenwriter. So why wasn't this film the big success that it should have been? For me, I can only think of two reasons why this film wasn't as successful as it should have been. One reason is because this film showed the darker side of Steve Jobs, and I think a lot of people don't want to see that. They don't want to see the dark side of a person who, gave them so much. And the second reason this film didn't do so well is because of this film. Oh, god damn it, that film sucked, and Ashton Kutcher butchered Steve Jobs. God damn it. This film, Steve Jobs, is much, 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 much better than Jobs. Steve Jobs, in fact, is the far superior film, as the film tells a deeper story of Steve Jobs, and it also shows his obsessive personality. The cast they got for this film is absolutely brilliant. The real star of the show is Michael Fassbender as Steve Jobs. Basically, the entire film, I completely forgot Michael Fassbender was playing Steve Jobs. For the whole film, I saw Steve Jobs playing Steve Jobs. I actually felt like I was watching the real Steve Jobs. Michael Fassbender's performance was so powerful that, my mind switched over, I forgot of him being an actor and I actually thought I was seeing the real thing. And Michael Fassbender's performance as Steve Jobs is probably one of the best of the year. And Michael Fassbender's performance might give Leonardo DiCaprio a run for his money. As for me, it might come down to Michael Fassbender as Steve Jobs and Leonardo DiCaprio as Hugh Glass. They're both pretty good. It's gonna come down to one of these two. If I was to label a few flaws, I would say the obsessive and dark personality of Steve Jobs was a bit confronting. The way they portrayed Steve Jobs in this film, they kind of turned him into an unlikable character. And I know the real Steve Jobs had this thing where he would push his co-workers aside just so he can push the product, and how he would stab everyone in the back. To me, I felt like the film could have benefited, for more time. But, 2 hours, it's still a pretty good runtime. The film is enjoyable. Overall, this film is one of the most intellectual films you will ever see. It's smart, easy to follow. It's a really gripping film, and you would like it. And Michael Fassbender's performance as Steve Jobs is well deserved of a Best Actor nomination. As I said before, I was completely lost in the film. To me, I felt like I wasn't watching actors playing characters. To me, I felt like I was watching the real thing. This film is an absolute must-watch. People must see this. Not only is the story engaging, it's also compelling, and praise has to be given to Aaron Sorkin for his screenplay. It's the most brilliant screenplay I've seen all year. And this film gets a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see, be sure to click that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.